Hello and welcome back to Sprite Guard Plays Lemma. We are into the second stage, and we have one of the main mechanics of this game right in front of us. We have these kind of power transmission things. And they power up these honeycombs that let us open doors. There we go. And the world will build itself around us. And this stuff reacts when we walk on it. I love this sense of the world just filling itself in. November 27th, Mark. It starts with light. Quantum physics tells us that, paradoxically, a single photon can take two different paths at the same time. This game, actually, it doesn't always do things as perfectly as I would like, but it uses this game uses quantum ideas and quantum physics, kind of the popular idea of quantum physics, in a way that's more accurate than a lot of the games that I have seen. So we have now been taught our wall run maneuver, which is a very important maneuver, and we have another cell tower. Alright. Why does this place look so different? You're in a different terrain now. Each terrain is a self-contained microcosm. How many are there? Joan, don't even think about it. You're going straight out of here as soon as we can manage it. Anything else? What exactly is a terrain? Each terrain is a self-contained microcosm. What does that mean? They're infinitely far apart, sort of. They still affect each other, and obviously they're connected in more ways than one. That's not obvious at all. You really don't remember, do you? You'll figure it out eventually. Well, hopefully you'll be gone before you have the chance. What do you mean about remembering? Oh, nothing. I just thought I explained this to you before. Just keep heading toward the next Tesseract and tell me when you get stuck. So, it is really seeming like Mark is hiding something from us. But we are going to need to employ his help to make our way through this world. So, here is actually, we've been given an ability that is one of the abilities that I don't really understand. It's when we hold left trigger and there's nothing to interact with, we go into slow motion. And I have not really found a use for that yet, but I have not yet gotten all the way through this game, so it is possible that there is a use for it that I'm just not seeing yet. December 7th, Dr. Brody. Mark, regarding your last message, I see that you've considered my question and perhaps even answered it. As I understand it, you think that somehow by effecting a change in the dream world you can change the real world, or perhaps you aim to practice on the dream and so awaken your latent abilities in reality. I remain unconvinced, but I'm willing to help. That seems like the kind of power that I would not respond with, well, I'll help you if you think you can do it. I think my reaction would be more along the lines of, don't do that. Like, a person should not have that much power. So yeah, we go into slow motion if we're not quite close enough to grab the ledge. But then we grab the ledge, I don't have to press left trigger again, I can just hold it, and we'll grab the ledge once we get there. And then this is tutorializing us that if we jump off something that is too high, we can hit thumbstick to break the fall. November 27th, Mark. One of the biggest discoveries of our time is that light and matter are essentially the same. Light can convert to matter and vice versa. As I understand it, that's more or less correct, but it is kind of exaggerating a little bit that the transition is not very... Oh my goodness. So these are really nasty exploding things. And it is really after us. And it's going to get us. So this is the kind of the stealth and I would even say almost horror element of this game. Is that we have these things that will chase after us if they find us. And this one happens to be in a very inconvenient location now. And it sees us. So they turn that kind of that, I don't know if it's a green or a yellow color. I would guess yellow because it's kind of a warning color when they see us. And then when they lock onto us, they turn, I think, red. And then they build explosives right next to us. So it's really guarding this entrance, and I do not know how we're going to get past it. And we may need to just kind of lure it somewhere else. And that explosion does not actually destroy them. So he will chase after us. But maybe the only thing we can do is try and run past him. And get away this way. And it seems like that more or less worked. He should be stunned at least. So now we just need to get up this thing. And that will require some careful platforming. And probably some staying up on tops of things so that we avoid these creatures, whatever they are. Okay, so there's one in the middle there, and one kind of over to our left there. And the one to the left is about to spot us, so I want to drop down here, and we want to go, I believe, through that leftmost doorway. And I have kind of played this game enough to become trained to just be frightened every time I hear this noise that these creatures make. And okay, so the geometry is leaking light a little bit here. I did mention in the previous episode this game does have a few rough edges, and right here it's a rather frightening rough edge because these guys are bad news. So I want to move past it as quickly as possible. And I can't tell if it has seen us or not, but I think we made it past. Yeah, we seem to be safe now. I don't hear their noise anymore. So now we have to open this door. Light and matter are simply different kinds of waves. A particle of matter is not a concrete object at a specific location. At the subatomic level, it is impossible to know exactly where a particle is and how fast it's going. That's true, and my understanding of it is that the wave that's waving in matter is actually like the probability density of how likely it is to have an interaction in a certain place. And I don't have the greatest understanding of quantum physics, but it's something that I'm always really interested in. Whoop! Took a little fall damage there, but we managed to get 1 of 5 orbs. Which means that we've probably missed some. I thought we'd picked up... Oh no, that was a note. So I don't actually know where the other 4 orbs are, but I believe we have to go down here. And we're looking basically for where there's a gap in this ribbon. Because we want to activate this ribbon and it will open up a doorway for us. And here it's behind this thing. So we want to smash through it with our thumb. Oh! Okay, we don't have the kick yet, so we have to roll through it. And then we can run across this, and that will conduct power. And we have another note. November 27th, Mark. Interestingly, as soon as an unknown quantum wave comes under observation, it solidifies into a known concrete particle. The mere act of observing affects the physical world. That's not really, I mean, that's true-ish, but it's kind of misleading. A lot of people kind of think that it's this, that it's the observation that actually makes that happen, like that there's something special about a conscious observer, but it's the interaction. It's the way that particles interact with each other that causes their wave functions to collapse. And I believe there's even some dispute about what it is that's actually collapsing. So here's another orb for us. Oh, I rolled a little too far, and we do not have what we need yet to mitigate that. I do not know how I'm going to get to that. Oh, I think I actually have to come at it from a different direction. So let us head to the exit. And I see one of the orbs up there. It's a bit too far behind us, I think, at this point. And I would like to continue on. Oh, I tried to roll there, but I guess I hit it a little too late. So we're at another cell tower. I need help. Alright, the Tesseract should be open now. So Mark has the ability to do things for us that I don't completely understand. That was a little too low. That's too bad. So now we're going to have to kind of go back up and over. But the door should be open for us now, so we don't have to worry about that. And we can jump off, and I can try and roll again. There we go. That was very nice. And now I don't think I'm going to try anymore to get that orb. I think that it's not really worth it, and I want to continue on. So, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.